And I'm going to kill that for now. But anyways, I hope the audio is coming in a lot better. So this is the page that we start off on. You import your video. I imported my video here, and I'm going to go ahead, and it basically takes, 20, 15 minutes, depending on the length of the clip and how much, I guess, jibber jabbering is going on in the video. You'll get this video here. So when you first import your video, it's going to ask you to select a couple of templates, because you can choose square format, you can choose reels format, or basically vertical video, or you can just choose basic chapters. And if you see here, I have 12. It says 12. Out of the 30-minute video, it cut out 12 chapter reviews, and it cut out 12 shorts. And then I didn't select the square format aspect ratio, because I just don't really do too much square video posting, like if you're going to LinkedIn, or if you're going to maybe what's the other, Twitter. So I'm going to go to my chapters really quick here just to show you. And here it shows us the length. It shows, okay, from 0 to 1 minute, we cut out one chapter, from 1 minute to 3:23 here. And then also, which is really neat, it gave it a title based off of, because again, this is AI running in the background, 8 creative ideas for freelancer. Now it's a little hit or miss. Sometimes it's on, sometimes it's not correct, but that's no big deal, because you can come back inside and correct it, right? Let me go ahead and remove this chat box for one moment here, because it's in my way. Boom. Okay. If any of you guys are out there, how's the audio coming in now? I hope it's a little bit more cleaner. So here is basically the video that it cut out of the 30-minute video. I have the option to come in here and edit it. So if I can go ahead and jump into the edit, boom. Here we're in our edit page. Now we've got all these templates here on the side. Now, when I did this podcast, I was originally walking with my cell phone, doing a video screen record and recording at the same time. And I was reading an article. So that's why it looks like this, because this was my actual cell phone screen with a picture of me, or the video of me basically going face selfie cam, and then some junk ad here in the background. So if this is too busy, I can basically take this and boom, clean it up with these little templates here. These templates are really nice. Now, the nice thing also about this here, it also has this subtitles here. It has the built-in subtitles. I'm going to go ahead and press play. Found this cool little article here from MUD or Mood making of. It says 8 creative outlet ideas for freelancers. Boom. Now you can see where it got the title from, this 8 creative, because the AI is reading what's going on, which I think is super powerful, right? And then here we can change up our format on the subtitles. You got complete customization of color. For example, here's just your basic standard, on screen. We can switch to this. Each word gives you more freedom than a 9-to-5, but the work can still be repetitive. All the different ones. Try these creative. Now, for example, I don't like the colors. The colors are really not that easy to see. No problem, right? We just scroll down here. Color effect, right? Since it's black, I'm gonna go ahead and switch that. We're gonna white there. So now if we hit that, for a better, the highlighted word is white. Okay. Again, we can easily change all of this stuff. Is fully customized. We can change the font. But if I come up here to the one I tend to like using is this one, highlighted word. So it keeps the whole sentence. And that is true about being repetitive. And then what it does is highlights a key word in that sentence. So for example, repetitive, it highlights that word in the sentence, which I thought was nice. I'll come in here to font settings. Now I can change this. Let's go just to the traditional, white text, or matter of fact, there's a couple of presets down here, right? Outline. I like the outline. Let's go outline with the black outline, and then white text. And then let me go back to the style, right? The style, I want the word to be highlighted in yellow. So I can go ahead and click that. Boom. Now we got this going here. I am fighting that now after making content on my original YouTube channel for 5 years. See, I think it's pretty nice like that, right? Now, one other thing that's cool, a lot of people have this text going, right? And within that text, they have the emojis. So typically what you do is you come up here to editor, you can edit your text, you can add in your emojis. If you're on a PC, and if you hit, for example, Window plus V, it pops up with this little window here. You can click on the emoji icon right here, and then you can drop in your emojis. But you know what? That's a little time consuming to go through the whole script and drop in all these emojis. Well, they got us covered on that. Again, due to the advantages of the AI, it actually knows our what we're saying. So if I click on add emoji, auto add emoji, now it's going to automatically, you can already see here, you, and it points to the finger pointing at you. It added the emoji in. Let me play a little bit. It is hard for it not to be super repetitive. So again, me changing it up, making new channels. I have multiple channels with the X. It's pretty cool. Post to whenever I have an idea. So I thought that was one big fantastic feature. I was like, oh man, like, because I've done this, I've made videos and had to put the emojis in. It is extremely time consuming. This just did it for us. So anybody out there, how's that audio coming in? Is it coming in a little bit better? Please let me know. I'm going to continue on here. Another feature that I thought was absolutely fantastic. Now we're in the chapter format, right? You see, you got your little YouTube tag up here. This is fully customable. You can come in here, throw in your tag, right? All right, I can throw in my tag and then I can adjust it just like with anything else. Boom, there you go. Line that up. Boom, boom. It's clean and simple, super easy, right? You can change your backgrounds here. Maybe you don't like this background. Now, again, you can add in your own backgrounds, but in the beginning, you're limited on space. And I think you can only do 3 elements with the free version, right? They have a couple of stock backgrounds here that you can also use. Not too many on this one, but different. Some of the other templates have more backgrounds. You can change your background color, and you can really, personalize it for you. Another thing here is like elements. Here you can bring in your own elements. Maybe you want to add a progression bar. You can add your logo in. See here, it's showing basically the YouTube, but I can change that output. Instagram, LinkedIn, whatever. Other brand kits here. Again, look at social. Here you go. Social logos. It got a couple you can add there, and then let's see. I think we got a comment popping in here. Let me see quickly. Let's see. How is the, wow, thanks for introducing this new concept for us. Good, good. How's the audio? Is the audio a lot better now? We're not cutting in and out. Unfortunately, that camera is taking up a lot of processor. I think that's what's happening. Okay, now this, I'm barely touching the surface on what this app can actually do, or not app, I would just say, it's for your computer. This is basically running on a browser here. I'm using my laptop basically. Now, again, we can come in here. We can do the text. I already showed you that. We got the backgrounds. We can add in our own elements, subtitles. Now, okay, let me switch up here. Let's back up. I'm going to go back out to my main menu here. And I was on chapters. Those were normal, HD video format chapters. I'm going to switch over here to shorts. Okay. This is where the power really starts to come in. Okay. It says better. Okay, good. Thanks. Now, I can come in here. Now it's cut out a bunch of small reels. You can see 1 minute. Okay, that is 1 minute, 5 seconds. I would need to trim that down to 1 minute for it to fit on Instagram or something like that, or YouTube. But look at this, 29 seconds, 56 seconds, 54, 30. These are all these reels that it cut out. Now, some of them are hit or miss. Some of them are actually right on point, right? Again, it's AI, it's learning, and this is new technology. So for example, let's say how to improve your smartphone photography. I click on this. Again, I have access to templates. Maybe you don't want the real format. You can go to a square aspect ratio. Okay, there's your square for TikTok. I mean, not TikTok. What's it? Twitter or LinkedIn. Or I can go landscape, or I can keep it as a reel, right? Now, there's some of the, here's, again, I'm using one of their templates. If you don't like this template, you can come in here and edit it. Hang on, there's a thing. Okay, video timestamps. What is this? AI caption. Now, this is something new that just popped in on the newest update on this. AI captions. Let me jump into edit video. Okay, so now we're inside the video here, and here is a bunch of more templates that we can use. I typically like to use, depending on the video, like this video, since I was recording my phone, like I can scale this down. Maybe I want the whole screen to fit on there, right? But or I can also go and just do it the way they had it. So again, it knows there's a picture of me there. It knows there's video, so it kept me center, which I thought was fantastic. Now, if you're doing, like, here's another one. Okay, this one, it even brings it closer. And again, you see this, we got these jittery lines happening. This is what happens when you, for example, I filmed at 30 FPS, but I accidentally rendered it at 24 FPS. So you get these shutter lines. So what I need to do is re-render it at 30 FPS and they will go away, which happens, but you can't really see it. Okay, so let's go. look at the presets. I mean, there's just so much. Look at the presets. This is a good clean preset. We got the title here on the top, right? What's another good preset? Again, the black one here. Now, one thing I thought was powerful. You can see here, here's my text. It's like, you can't really see it because it's white on white. No problem, no problem. Let's go into our text. You want the background, you can have the background on there, bokeh background, outlines, right? Shadow. The shadow one is a little hit or miss sometimes. I noticed the shadow one didn't work for me sometimes. Like sometimes there's shadows, but when there's emoji, it won't have the shadow, right? So I typically go outline, and then we can adjust the size of this here. So make it a little bit bigger. Let me bring it up. I'm gonna bring it up here because I know the video is not really, the background portion is not that important. I'm gonna go auto add emojis. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead, let's play a little bit. But you don't necessarily need one in the beginning. There are several simple tricks you can, right, to try to improve. I love it, try to improve love. Okay, now what we can also do, there's issues sometimes. When you go to post these, you gotta remember the Instagram UI is gonna be on there, the TikTok, the YouTube. Check this out, you click this eye here, boom. Now it's gonna show you all the templates on top. There's for Instagram. So you can adjust your video accordingly. Like maybe it was down here. Now I know, okay, well, this is what it's gonna look like on Instagram, right? Okay, this is what it's gonna look like on TikTok. And then maybe here, this is what it's gonna look like on YouTube Shorts. So you can make adjustments to all your text and everything the way. I thought that was fantastic because again, I used to do this in DaVinci Resolve and I had to build a template with this on here showing where this was. So I knew if I had a post, it wouldn't be interfering with it. This just makes it easier, guys. Easy. This is saving time. This is what, especially when you're doing this repetitively over and over and over, it's important to just save every little bit of time. Now, one other feature that just wasn't working now is working. It's called Cut Magic. Okay, and this is not the greatest video to do it, but let me quickly kind of show you. It says before using Cut Magic, remember it isn't available for clips less than 3 minutes. Okay, it says finalize clips sections before enabling it. So I'm going to go ahead and hit enable. It says, okay, remember using Cut Magic will disable templates, changes, and aspect ratio changes to your video. Position, your text and subtitles will also get reset. Okay, it's basically telling, hey, once you do this, everything's going to reset. But this is where the power of this, especially if, like, for example, if I was doing a live stream and I had a separate camera in the corner here, hang on, the AI is doing the AI is basically trying to help you in finding what you're trying to separate. Because if I had a separate camera here on the bottom, I can literally move, let's see here. Okay, here it is. Split, I'm gonna go split screen. So I can do this. I got one piece here and I'm gonna drag this piece up, or I'm gonna make it huge. And then I'm gonna have, like, let's say me on the bottom, right there, okay? And then I can come back here. Actually, it can't click on it. It's because it's behind it. Now I can click on this top video and maybe we can shrink this down to fit on screen. Like I used to have to do this in DaVinci Resolve manually. This thing basically almost just kind of like figured it out for me, right? And then I can just bring this video up here and then just kind of do the facey cam, right? So we can split this, right? I can have 2 different videos, or basically, like I said, if my, here we go. I can, boom, boom. You can see the power of this, right? It's awesome. And again, it detects it with the AI. So if I had that face camera on the bottom, it will know, and then it'll put the video up on top. But this is not the greatest video to show that. So, let me go ahead and disable Cut Magic. But this is really cool. Like, I can't wait to use this feature. Recently, I know I'm going to do videos from horizontal to vertical. So I knew when I was recording, I purposely put myself dead center of the screen here on the bottom because I knew I was going to use this for multiple purposes. I was going to repurpose this for video, for reels, for YouTube long format, and a podcast. Okay. So again, we got a bunch of templates in here. Here's all of our templates. And again, like I was saying, let me jump back out here. We got entire video. Here's the full video, the full 30-minute video. And then you got a cutout 12 shorts automatically. And this is AI. Again, some of the shorts are kind of on point, some are not. Let me see if this one is. There's 7 ways to boost your creativity. Let's play through this. It's like, a watered down, super easy version of Photoshop. If you want If if you want to help others on your creative journey, design and sharing notation and Canva templates. Okay, so it's kind of already not on point like with the subtitle, but that's no problem because we can change this here. But it says 7 ways to boost your creativity with Notion and Canva. Okay, I can trim here at the bottom, like the beginning opening. It's like, a watered down, super easy version of Photoshop. Okay, I want it to start there. So I'll go ahead and just basically trim that. Boom, and then hit play. If you want to help others. Matter of fact, I'm going to trim it down even better because I keep if you want, let's trim it down there. On your creative journey, design and sharing notation and Canva templates can be a fun way to do so. If you can decide also to monetize these, although you should first try them out yourself to be sure they're worth buying. Okay, I like that. But what I want to do, again, look at our text. I can't see this. It's very hard to read. No problem. Let's select our format here. And again, once you have the paid version, it remembers what you save. So you can basically save your own text template so you don't have to keep redoing this every single time. Add emojis. I want to add emoji. I want to change the font color. Let's go back to style. I'm going to turn this to yellow. Yeah, for now, since I'm using the free version, I have to basically do this on every clip. But like I said, in the paid version, you don't have to keep doing this. I can make this bigger. Let's go ahead and make that a little bit bigger. And again, let's see, where are we as far as template wise? Okay, it's cutting me off a little bit on the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and drag that up a tad bit there. How does Instagram look? Not too bad. Okay, good. How does TikTok look? Whatever your social media of choice is. And then again, at the top here, my title, too small, right? But that's okay. We can just do 7 ways to boost your creative career. Let's go ahead and remove Canva and Nova. And this is going to make this bigger here. Like kind of like something like that. Okay, maybe you don't like that background. Let's go to background. Here we can change our background, stock backgrounds. Look at all our different backgrounds that we have here, right? I can change the backgrounds up. Really cool. Gives you some options. Or if you already have your own background, you can load one in, right? I think you get, like I said, 3 uploads you can load in. And let me change back this background because that is absolutely horrible. Let me go something more subtle. So let's go just, that's not too bad because that's all that stuff on the bottom. Not too bad. I'm going to go like that. Now, what I've started doing here was I've been adding in my own thumbnail because recently there's a new update for YouTube. YouTube basically just released a new not a new version, but now you can click on your thumbnail and like in Instagram, you can select somewhere in your video where you want your thumbnail to appear in. So what I've thought was like, that's a great idea, but there's no true way to add like a true thumbnail. But I've thought about this. I've made my own Instagram story style template, saved it. And what I do is I use that and I put it in my video for about 1 second to 2 seconds. So when I do go and upload my short or my Instagram reel, I can select that last frame, that last 1 or 2 seconds where basically my thumbnail I made. Let me show you a quick example of it. So in this video here, let's jump back. In this video here, I'm going to go down to the end. If you love graphic design, you can also try making your own mugs, t-shirts as a creative outlet. Doing this can help you boost your career if you... Boom. Okay, we got 46. I'm going to go to 47. Okay, 47 seconds. We got 47 seconds and 48 seconds. What I'm going to do is go to Element. And again, I've already uploaded my thumbnail for this video. And it matches my YouTube. And there it is. It pops up there, right? I'm going to go ahead and just drag it full screen. Okay, so we got that going. Then here it says show for the entire duration of the video. No, I don't want it to show for the entire duration. I want it to show for the last 47 seconds to 48 seconds. So 47 for 1 second. Okay, so now let's back up here. And if we play it, but definitely have the merch down below. If you love graphic design, you can also try. Let's fast forward. If you were a freelance graphic designer, but there it is. It pops up at the end. Now, again, once I upload this to YouTube or once I upload this to Instagram, I can easily go in there, select that last frame, and I basically have my own cover. As a matter of fact, I can probably already show you it in live in action because I did it on one of my YouTube channels I tested out already. Let me see if I can pop that open for you guys here. quickly there. So, okay. And let's go ahead and change up to my other. This is my newest channel. For those of you who don't know, I've been working on mobile content creator. It's less about mobile filmmaking and more about the whole process of making content with your cell phone, podcasting, whatever you want to get into, making content. It's more geared towards that, the journey that I've went through to build a YouTube channel, to do social using just predominantly a cell phone. So here's the full podcast right here. Okay, right there's the full podcast. And now I've got 12 additional short reels that I'm going to be able to pop out for my basically for this video. Again, look, here's a new podcast playlist that YouTube has added, because YouTube now is also knowing the power of podcasting, right? So they got a dedicated podcast tab. So if you're on the fence about making a podcast, now is the time. Now is the time. But look, if we jump to my shorts, boom, there it is. Look at the thumb. Compared to no thumbnail, this is no thumbnail, right? This is just YouTube selecting the thumbnail, right? It's just like, and I was able to select this first frame. This is what gave me the idea, because I saw the title. I'm like, man, that almost looks like a cover. And I go, that was the very first frame of the video. I go, that gives me an idea. Maybe if I make one. And I never got around to doing it until now. Boom, there it is. There it is. Beginner's content, beginner content, multitasking on a morning walk. There it is in action. Absolutely fantastic. So it's a great way to take advantage of these new technologies and to get one step up ahead of the crowd. Like, most people's shorts don't look like that. They all look like how mine look here, just with all these photos on it. But now you can start to get some uniformity, and people are going to be like, whoa, how did you add that thumbnail into your short? Well, it was basically in the video. It was burnt into the video. So that is taking a look at, jump back here, at the Vidyo.AI. Take a look at this, guys. I'm using the free account. Again, like I said, you just basically put your email in. I got 47 minutes left. And then once I ran out of time, I basically used another email. I have many emails. So I used another email, and I'm just keep going. So I will keep using the free version until I feel like I'm ready to make the jump to the purchase version. Again, for those of you, the price here, these are the yearly prices, $299. A lot of people are like, that's expensive, but you got to think about what's it worth to your time. If you're sitting there editing videos for 3 hours and this can cut it down to an hour, is that worth it? Is that worth your time? Yes, that frees up time to do something else. Even though $30 a month is still cheaper, you're not going to be able to go and have somebody edit reels and videos for $30. Actually, check out, I take that back. It will cost you about, whoa, hey, what happened to the camera there? I think the timer ran out. It will cost you about $30 per video. If you were to go onto one of those sites, I can't think of the name of those sites where people, hey, I do video editing, and this is my hours, this is what I charge. I think I did see one. It was like $62 for one video, and they will cut out some reels for one session. I think the video had to be no longer than 10 minutes, but one time. This is $30 a month. I got 300 minutes of upload. AI is doing it. AI is going to be, it's going to be a lot more, as it gets better, it's going to get more tighter, and it's going to get a lot more better. But, I think it's worth it. I will eventually pay for the full version because it's fantastic. This is saving me so much more time, because I know what it takes to sit down and cut out reels, cut out video, edit shorts, edit smaller videos out of a longer video. It takes lots of time and lots of hours. So I hope this helps you guys out. Take a look at it. Link will be down in the description. If it's not, I got to remember to put it in there. But catch you guys in the next video. I got to get back to finishing editing my reels here, or basically reviewing my reels here, so I can get them uploaded and scheduled for you guys to basically take advantage of. Patrick Levar, keep filming, keep making that content. Hope you guys enjoy. Peace.